I realized that I haven't done a video where you can actually hear my voice, so I'm gonna do that today and I'm going to tell you a little story. Oh, and I'm going to show you how to stamp, or basically my steps to carving a stamp and how I use it in my planners and in my journals. So the first step is to create your doodle or create your design. If you don't know how to draw or how to doodle, I suggest that you go online and look for inspiration or look at how to draw and how to doodle videos, which is what I do. So next you want to get a sheet of transfer paper or wax paper. I think you can also try parchment paper, and I'm sure I used copy paper or bond paper before and it worked fine for me. What you do is you copy your drawing or your doodle onto your transfer sheet or any sheet you're using, and then place that onto the block to transfer your design to the block. Now let's get down to transferring your design to the block. What you need to do is place where you doodled, so the markings of the pencil should stick directly, or you put it right on top of the block, and then using a bone folder or any other tool that you have there with you, just rub the back of the sheet so that you can transfer the design to your stamp block. Now you can start carving. So while I'm carving this stamp, I'm gonna tell you a story about Karagami, how I stumbled upon stamp carving and why I keep doing it, how I've gotten so addicted to it that I've actually made, or I'm starting to make a business out of it. And you can follow me on Instagram if you're not already following me there. I've been crafting since I was a kid, and I've been addicted to paper and to cute stationery and stickers back in 3rd grade, and I started planning and journaling, I think 7th grade, and I stopped for a while when I was in college, but went back right into it when I started working, I guess because of the stress of your job. You look for an outlet of creativity, and it's really funny because I'm a creative. I work in advertising, and it's what I do. Being creative is what I do, but somehow I always seem to find myself looking for other ways to express creativity or to just create and use my hands to do something. Also, probably because I get bored easily, so I'm always tinkering with things or playing with stickers, I don't know. So back in 2013, I was it was one of those downtimes at the office, and my seatmate then, she started doing stamp carving. So she just bought an eraser and a knife, and I remember I was observing her, and I thought in my head, oh man, that is so tough to do. It's so interesting, but also it's tough. It looks so tough to do. Eventually, she encouraged me and I bought my own I bought my own eraser, I bought my own knife, and I think I was just using a cutter. And I did all the mistakes. I carved the wrong image. I carved the wrong side of the image. I think I almost hurt myself, but I didn't want to give up on it. So when I stumbled upon a stamp carving workshop, which was rare during that time, there really was no source about stamp carving, so you really had to figure it out on your own. But thankfully there was a workshop. It was a quick hour or two, so that was the first time I received the proper stamp carving kit or stamp carving tools. So the speedball lino cutter, and then I think at the time it was it wasn't a speedy carve, which is what I used, the pink block. It was a different block, I don't remember what it was, but yeah. It what I got out from that workshop was I really needed the proper tools to really learn and to really enjoy this stamp carving thing that I'm doing. And I just kept at it without thinking. It was like a task that I had to do, so I kept doing it until I researched more online and learned that actually in Japan there are a lot of sources for stamp carving. Like, they go crazy for stamp carving, and there's so many stamp carving artists out there that I wasn't aware of, and I found them. I found them out. I looked at some of their videos, I watched them, I observed them, I followed them on Instagram. I figured out how they were doing all these awesome clean lines and just what tools do they use, etc., etc. So that was 4 years worth, or almost 4 years worth of research and stalking stalking stamp artists around the world, especially in Japan, just to be better at my craft. And I ended up carving stamps every day without realizing it at first. Maybe I only realized it after more than a year of doing it every day, that I have been doing it every day, and finally accepted that, you know, I actually do have an addiction for stamp carving. I'm addicted to it, and yeah, that's my story. I hope you like this video. I hope I get you to start carving stamps. That's about it for me. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.